Guys, please watch this video to the end. A very, very important video. You might have seen in the space that meme coins have been making a bit of a comeback. Jake's tweeted here saying return to memes. We saw Vlad recently tweet about memes and RWAs saying, why can't we have both? HTX believe in the ball, which is very important. This video is going to be quite a lot about this ball and what I think potentially is going to rival this ball. And I'm going to go into detail about why I think this could potentially be a successful meme, and my risk management, what I'm doing, and where I think it's going to be going over the next few months. The main thesis behind this play that I'm about to talk about in this video is the black ball by Nansen, right? It's pushed up to 190 million market cap. Hats off, fair play. To do this in a bear market is pretty good, right? To send any meme that high in a bear market is pretty good. And we're seeing a lot of meme coins running off the back of it. A lot of people made life-changing money, right? We've seen kids make millions of dollars from just a small investment in a few weeks or months, in a very short amount of time. And a lot of people said it was going to crash here, and then it continued to go to the upside, right? So we saw loads and loads of people make hundreds of thousands of dollars. People made millions of dollars, and it's kind of reignited the meme space. Even Pump Fund themselves are tweeting, I'd like to have a word with the black ball. You can see a picture of Nansen here, all of these other memes that are asking questions. And it's getting a lot of engagement, 1.8k likes. We can't deny it, guys. Even though I like to class myself as a serious investor, a lower risk investor. I wouldn't say completely low risk, but I'm a lower risk investor. And I'm not stupid enough to realize that there is money to be made in memes. And I can't ignore that it does get attention. People do like to degen. People do like to take a bit more risk here. And people like memes, right? If a meme coin goes up to 200 million market cap and starts to hover there, right? There's people who believe in it and like it and want to hold these things long term. And also, it's one of the few sectors that can go and do 100, 1,000x, a 2,000x, a 5,000x in a very short amount of time. As you know, I've been in crypto for 6 years. One of my biggest returns was on a meme coin, okay? So it wasn't Render, it wasn't Solana. Most of my my biggest returns were on a meme coin that was right time, right place, right narrative. And I think this is potentially the right time, right narrative. I don't get behind meme coins very often. If you've been following the channel, guys, I've literally got behind 3 meme coins, right? I know you see James Wynn and all these other KOLs shilling a meme coin every other week. New contract, it rug pulls, right? I don't like that behavior. I don't like this pump and dump mentality. And that's why I skip out on a lot of these memes, because I've learned from my own mistakes, right? I got into a meme that was very short-term narrative driven. I got into a meme. It done very well. It went up to 20 million market cap, and I really supported it. But it was a Chinese narrative, and it was running on the Chinese narrative. And as soon as that narrative started to die and the larger caps, it was the end of the narrative, right? It ended very, very fast. So I don't really like these short-term narratives. Now, the reason I do like the ball is because it's a longer-term play, right? It's starting to get support from HTX, is starting to get support from Pump Fund. Now, I'm personally not buying the ball. I'll tell you why I'm not buying this potential ball. But yeah, it's a longer term play. It obviously has a massive backing from Nansen. Nansen has over 1 million followers. And, the tweets are getting huge engagement. There's a lot of people posting this and raiding for this. So this is very important, right? So we know we have this black ball. We know it's getting a lot of attention. We know the market cap's pushed up to over 200 million. It's getting a lot of support, even from Pump Fund themselves, right? Very, very important, because I will just skip to this quickly, because one of the main things you need to be successful in a meme is a meta, right? It needs to be the current meta. It needs to be something that's trending. And I don't see this trending for a day or a week or two, right? I see this receiving support from the entire space. We're seeing Pump Fund and these exchanges supporting this meta right now, right? So I don't see it going. That's the first thing that made me decide to come and fully support this meme that I'm about to talk about in this video, right? So it's meme number 3. I've only supported 2. This is meme number 3. Personally, I like to break my record of 20, and I think that's possible. Again, it's a meme coin, guys, right? Anything can happen. We all take our own risks, and I'm going to talk about risk strategy in memes as well, and how risk strategy works in memes, because there's people who sold Nansen down here, right? There's people who sold down here and they would have retired, but they sold down here because sometimes meme coins can tank pretty fast, right? So it's all about risk management. Someone would have sold here and they could have made generational wealth, but they jumped off because they didn't want to take risk. Maybe someone was happy with their 5x, someone was happy with their 10x. So, it all depends what your own risk strategy is. For me, I made over 1,000x on one of the memes, and that's because it got to this stage and I just held it, right? I believed in it. I had conviction in it. I just held it. And someone in my group sold it at 10x, and they took their 10x and they said, I think it's had its run now, and it done 100x, right? And that guy would have made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But instead they took their profit at 10x. So everyone plays their own game in a meme, right? Some people go and make generational wealth. I was quite fortunate. I had conviction in the meme. I didn't sell here in the pullback. I actually held, and it continued to go up, and I made over 1,000x. Completely changed my life, right? Some people decided to get off here. It doesn't matter, guys. You take your own risk. You understand what you're getting into. You manage your own risk. You're fully aware that you can lose everything. For me, I put in $1,000 into that meme, and I could only lose $1,000, and I didn't care, right? I was making thousands a month. I didn't care if I lost that $1,000. So I said, you know what, guys? No risk, no story. I think this is going to explode. I'm going to continue to hold it. And I held, and people got off and didn't want to take the risk. Now, I could have just held that down, right? I could have made a loss. Hard to make a loss because I got in quite early, but I could have held it down. I decided I believe in this, and I'm going to keep holding it and working towards a higher target. And it just went crazy, right? It went absolutely crazy. So everyone takes their own risk, and we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the video. This is what really hit me. Nansen versus Cash Cat, right? So the bull, right? The black bull versus a cat. This is what hit me. Even OpenSea is sharing this. Right? I probably won't play this because the music's probably going to get stopped or whatever. Really good content, really good concept, but this should be a bear, right? Because this bull is about the bulls. It's about the bull run potentially being back. A lot of people think that the bull run's coming back. I say a lot of KOLs on X think the bull's coming back. I personally think the bull is coming back this year, but I think we're in a bear market. I believe in the 4-year cycle. I believe in, the halvening, and all the cycles have been pretty consistent over the last few years or whatever. And I think the bear market is going to play out again. So this is what hit me. And this should be bull versus bear. And we don't have a bear, right? We have a black bull, but we don't have a black bear. Now we do have the black bear, right? Now we do have the black bear. Just hit over 1,000 followers already, making amazing content. And this is what the fight scene should be. In my opinion, is what it should be, right? Black bear versus black bull. There is a massive community of bears that called the top of the market, right? There's loads of people that called the top of the market. We were one of them. We were preaching about selling all our assets around the top. I think I posted it on my X. You can see here, look, sell alert, DCA out, final sell alert. What a ride, guys. We hit our final sell. I've sold everything. This was back in November 2025. Obviously, it's DCA out 3, so I'd done 2 previous sales before this. And, the whole market crashed after that, right? I think AVAX was down 65%. Solana came down 66%. Sui came down 77% from our sale. And I think these are even worse now. I think ETH came down over 55% from there. So there's loads of people that sold all of their crypto, have been sitting in cash, are stacked in cash, that have been bearish and have been right. So why is this not being glorified? Why are the bears not being glorified? They've been short in the market too. So not only did they not hold their bags down 60, 70, 80% with hopium, they shorted the market and made hundreds of thousands short in the market too, right? Betting that the market was going to go down at the right time. And it ended up doing that, right? I think I've got another post here where we talked about the actual trend line. Yeah, so this was back in February 2025. I posted, slow and steady wins the race. This is the direction I'm hoping for the rest of the year. Come down to support. We came down to support. Push up into the final leg, into the top of the bull market. Final leg to the top of the bull market. And then into the big short. And then bang, 125K all the way down into the big short. So why are the bears not being glorified? I think there's a lot of bears. It's not just me who was selling at 120, 125K. There's loads of KOLs with massive communities out there who have been bearish since the top, who have been printing all the way down and, making a lot of cash and saving a lot of cash, right? And these guys are stacked. These guys are stacked. They want to get in meme coins. They don't want to go and buy a bullish meme coin when they've been right and they've been bearish all the way down, right? Maybe they want another character. Maybe they want a bear, and it should be bull versus bear. Now look at the quality of this content from the black bear. I don't see content this good anywhere. Not even just meme coins, guys. I don't see this content this good anywhere. Look at this, 10,000 views already on this. I'll just play this for you. I love it. I love it. I love the Nansen Matrix theme as well, like in the background, all the code dripping down and stuff. I love it. I think that content is phenomenal. And I think one of the most important things with a meme is content and just trying to be better than everyone out there. I think the content's going to speak for itself. And it's not just that. There's so many cool videos that they've released. If you go through the profile, you can search their X here. There's so many cool videos and content that they've posted. I won't run through it now, but you can go over there and check that, guys. But do you see what I mean? The bull versus bear, it seems perfect, and I can see the pump funds in the exchanges getting behind this eventually, right? It might not happen overnight, but if the content keeps coming and the community keep building and this project starts to grow, maybe it goes to 5M, 10M, 20M. People are not going to be able to ignore this project, especially if the content is fire. The community keep raiding. I'm going to talk about the raiders because they're raiding like crazy everywhere on socials. I keep seeing people tweet about this. So there is actually some technical thesis behind this. There's 10 reasons why I really like this. Okay, again, I don't get into memes very often. This is the third one I've got behind, and I plan to get behind this. You're probably going to see loads of videos on my channel about this project as it grows over time, if it grows over time, right? I'm going to be talking about it on Twitter, on X, because meme season's here, and I think this potentially has a lot of run behind it. The current meta, we've already talked about it a little bit. The black bull is trending. Bulls already have a symbol, an identity, a community. Bears have the thesis, but no banner, no community. Number two, we've already talked about this. I won't waffle on. Bears are stacked. They sold the top. They've been shorting all the way down. They have a lot of dry powder. Whereas the bulls, you could argue, are running out of ammunition, right? A lot of bulls brought every dip all the way down. They're sitting in 50, 60% losses. They were taking longs, getting liquidated because they were super bullish. But again, the bears are stacked. This one I really like. Conflict creates content. The banter between bulls and bears is an endless content engine. even though I make fun of the bulls all the way down, it's banter, guys, right? I don't want anyone to lose any money. I don't hate anyone. It's banter. It's fun. You know, I make fun of the bulls because they were so confident about being right. They were wrong. They said we were going higher at 120k. They said the bottom's in at 100k, 90k, 80k, 70k, 60k, and they keep saying the bottom's in now, right? You know how we do things on the channel. The trend is your friend. Until the trend changes, I'm not going to try and catch a falling knife. And I do think we potentially go lower. I'm a bear, a black bear. So yeah, the conflict is great. I love the banter between them. And imagine that this translates onto socials, right? Imagine this goes on with pump fun, right? Are you a bear? Are you a bull? It creates this rivalry, which would create a lot of content between the bulls and bears. That's one thing I love about this and why I think it potentially could go viral if it gets the right ignition. It's connected directly to sentiment. So most bull memes struggle when markets, for example, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, turn bearish. The black bear could be different, because in the meme frenzy, right, it's got exposure to that meme frenzy. When memes are going up, it's got some exposure there. Likewise, if the market's crashing, the bulls were right. If the market continues to go down, the bulls are printing on their shorts. They were right about the market continuing to go down, and it strengthens the bear narrative, right? So could be interesting. Now, I've also posted Fate Loves Irony. How funny would it be if a bear-inspired meme became the market's flight to safety, right? As Elon likes to say, fate loves irony. And also, if that happened, I think I also posted here, it could be impossible to ignore. So imagine if that actually did happen, the black bear could become a green glow in a sea of red. So if the market was crashing and this bear was going up, people would say, why on earth is this bear meme going up but everything else is crashing? Because it's about the bears and the bears being right that we're in a bear market. The 4-year cycle, okay, so many bears believe in the 4-year cycle and expect the bear market to last roughly 12 months. So that would take us into October, right? If the top was October 2025 and the 4-year cycle does repeat, then potentially the bear market is going to continue into October 2026. That gives the narrative room to build towards a potential market capitulation or even a black swan event in the crypto market. The worse the market gets, the stronger the bear sentiment becomes. There's so many reasons why I decided to get behind this, and it really does have some fundamentals here. Natural community onboarding. So bears are friends with other bears. Entire communities follow analysts who called the top but currently have nowhere to gather except the replies under bullish posts. That's definitely me. Give them a banner, a character, a shared identity, and the network effect could grow quickly, 100%. The content is already next level. We've already talked about the content. I'm going to show you guys some more videos. Bonus, this is very important. The market cap disparity between the bull and bear is huge, and thus the opportunity much greater. The black bull was 163 million at the time. It went up more, over 200 million, and the black bear was 543k. It's still a small market cap at the moment. Where are we on the black bear? It's still very small, guys. It's 711k market cap. It's not even a million market cap. So, I think the main one I got behind previously went to 20 million. So that would be what, 30x, maybe a 25x from where we are today, if it pushes up to that level. Which I think it potentially could if the cards align. So yeah, we've talked about this, the chart on CoinMarketCap. Another reason I waited, a lot of people said to me, why have you not talked about this on YouTube yet? Why are you just talking about it on Twitter? Because normally when you push up to 1 million market cap, you do have a correction. Everybody in meme coins who trades meme coins know this. There's 3 major levels that you normally have a correction at. So you push up to 1 million, you have a correction. If it's going to make it, pushes up to 5 million, has a correction, pushes up to 10 million, has a correction. That's kind of how the trend tends to go with these new things. It's very rare just to go through 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, nor is it healthy for a chart to do that. And we're going to talk about some of the profit taking that we've seen on chain. I'm going to show you guys why it's much healthier that people have actually taken some profits off the table. So let's quickly go back to where we were. So much to talk about. This is another thing. Now, this happened after I wrote my thesis. So I put 10 reasons here, bonus 11 reasons why I think this could do well. This happened after, and this is very, very a unique USP, unique selling point. So I've posted here, this is the coolest feature. It's like hyperliquid buyback mechanism, but for meme coins. The project naturally buys back the JEETs, PayPal, and sells until seller exhaustion arrives. So you can see here saying week 2, because they're entering week 2 now, right? The early whales are still giving us discounted black bear. Thank you for your service. The bear keeps buying. So what they're doing, it's one of the first memes. Now, there might be other memes out there that have done this, but it's the first meme I've seen where all of the creator fees are being used to buy back the token. So, you know, normally the creator fees go to the creator and they run off and do whatever they like. They're like, thanks for playing. They take their 50K, 100K, whatever. But this project is buying back the token. So every time, because obviously it's new, it just launched, and a lot of people are taking profits, which I'm going to show you shortly after this. A lot of people were taking profits, and you know, some of them were up 10x, 20x, whatever. And the project just keep buying back the token and burning it because they're using the creator fees, thousands and thousands of dollars of the creator fees, to buy back all of the dips. And in my opinion, that can only last so long, right? When a meme coin starts, seller exhaustion arrives eventually, especially if the protocol is, or sorry, the meme is buying back all of those sells. It just keeps buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip, right? The bigger this grows, the more the project's going to be able to buy back. I think the black ball at one point was making around 100K a day in creator fees. Don't quote me on that. I know it made over $1 million. But I think it was making over 100K in creator fees. So can you imagine if this was buying back 100K a day, what the chart would look like? So if this does get to 1, 10, 15, 20, 50 million market cap, what's going to happen is the creator fees are going to increase, right? Because more people are trading it, it's getting listed on more exchanges, more people can't ignore the amazing content, the community are just raiding like crazy. If it does do this, the trading fees are going to go higher and higher. And what happens is every time people start to maybe take some profits, maybe you hit 20 million market cap and people start to take some profits, it dips, the bear buys the dip, right? Because of the trading fees, it just continues to buy the dip, and then maybe some more people take some profits, and then the project buys back the dip because of the trading fees, right? The creator fees. So it's really, I really love that. And it's just another feature that we haven't seen before. I mean, we did, obviously I told you guys, we got to a meme that I backed a meme that pushed up to 20 million market cap. I think it done like 3000x or something like that. And we didn't have this buyback mechanism back then. We didn't have the luxury of these creator fees that are used to buy back the dips. And I love it. It's just an extra feature that I love. And here, you know, I love the projects being completely transparent. They're showing their burns. Here you can see they used $4,359 worth of the creator fees to buy back from the project, and then they burn it. So not only are they buying the dip every time it dips, they buy the dip, they're then burning it, which is reducing the supply over time, right? Really, really cool. This is, I think, this is the buyback video they made to explain the buybacks. Look at the quality of the content again, guys.
Every creator fee now fuels the movement. 100% is returned to the market. Buying back Black Bear. But the Black Bear does not stop there. Every token purchased is permanently burned. Recorded and verifiable on-chain. More holders. More activity. More buybacks. More burns. As the movement grows, the supply continues to shrink. Built by bears. Bought back by bears. Burned forever.
I love this content. Absolutely fire. I don't see this level around anywhere. And sometimes it's about, people look at effort. Sometimes it's about effort. How much effort is being put into this? And I know these videos cost money too, right? To make this level of quality. So yeah, people love to see effort. I love to see it as well. Another thing I tweeted here, this is one of the primary reasons money trickles down, right? So I posted here saying the black ball is 250 million market cap. The black bear is 700K. The bull, to make a 2x from this market cap, needs 215 million increase in market cap. The bear only needs 10 million to 15x. Okay, so this is the primary reason why money trickles down from larger caps. Being early to the next best community meme creates such a large opportunity compared to those larger caps that have already run. Okay, so just a 10M is life changing, you know, to increase in market cap, but 10M in the black ball doesn't make a difference. So you know, you're going to get some larger whales and players in the black ball. You know, there's more liquidity there. They're playing with bigger amounts, and you know, maybe they're trying to turn 1 million into 2 million. Maybe they're trying to turn 100K into 200K on a 2x, right? But the retail tend to trickle down and take profits and look for lower caps because they're playing with smaller amounts. They're playing with 1K, 2K, 5K, 10K, 20K, right? And to them, if they put 10K in a lower cap, yes, they're taking more risk, but if it does a 10x and they put 10K in, they make 100K, right? And so that is why money tends to trickle down. That's another reason why I am kind of bullish on this disparity here, because it could be a contender. Obviously, it's an uphill battle. Nansen has 1 million followers, right? It's an uphill battle, but I love an underdog. I love an underdog, and the disparity here in size is crazy. I mean, even at 1 million market cap, it's a 215x away to the 215 million market cap, right? So even 10% of the black ball is like 21 million market cap. So I love the disparity and I love that potential gap. Another thing they're doing, they're absolutely smashing it. They are doing an airdrop when the project reaches 10 million market cap. So they're one of the main wallets. If you're going in and checking the wallets, by the way, guys, the large wallet holding, I think it's holding around 12%, is the rewards wallet. So it's not an individual holder. It's the rewards wallet, and that is getting distributed to holders over time, right? I think it's something like 10 million market cap. I think 25 million market cap, 50 million market cap. There's different milestones you can go and check. But the first one is at 10 million market cap, and they're distributing that, which is 3.831% of the supply. It's not a lot. It's almost 4%, right? It's not, I say it's not a lot. It's a decent amount. It's a decent amount. And it's 50% is going to the amount held. So obviously the largest holders, 50% will go to them. I will say that's a common strategy as well, because if you give it to small retail, if you give the majority to small retail accounts, sometimes there's going to be a lot of sell pressure. But whales are holding large amounts because they're probably not in any desperate need of selling that, right? And they're holding large amounts because they believe in it as well. And you don't tend to get as much sell pressure or panicking from the whales. 30% to the diamond-handed loyalty. So that's all the holders that haven't sold anything. And then 20% to early support. So all of the people that supported early, I think especially before 1 million market cap, up to 10 million market cap, they will be holding. They'll be taking snapshots between 1 million and 10 million. So I think it's going to be completely all on chain and verifiable. And it says here, not wallets that simply buy before the final snapshot. Because you see that sometimes with airdrops, people get in last minute and try and claim the airdrop when they haven't been holding throughout the duration. So I really like this. It helps. Well, first of all, it rewards everyone who's worked and held to make it a success. It gives them some extra tokens. And I think they're rewarding raiders as well. So there's going to be some tokens here. A portion may be also reserved for loyal small holders and raiders who have consistently supported the movement. So I like that. If you came in and supported a project early before it reached 10 million market cap, congratulations. You know, why shouldn't you have a little reward, a little extra tokens? I personally am going to be holding, you know, as the project grows, and I think it can do better than that. But yeah, it's a nice bonus for the people who arrived early and who have been supporting the project So yeah, 711k just got listed on CoinMarketCap. I think they did post the CoinMarketCap video. They do these weekly radar spotlights as well. So each week they flag up who they've seen supporting the project. So this is really cool too. Appreciating the people who are building it, and these are the people obviously who are going to be on the airdrop list as well. And where's that CoinMarketCap video they posted the other day? So they just got listed on CoinMarketCap. This is where they smashed the 1 million mark. It's this one here. Here we go. Yeah, this one. So I really like the branding. Notice how they're incorporating CoinMarketCap's branding into their. See the blue has come out of the blue. You can even see the CoinMarketCaps here, CoinMarketCap in the background. I really like how they're incorporating the branding of these companies into their project as well, who partner with them. I guess we're going to see more of that. I really like that. It just little attention to detail goes a long way. This is something else I was going to post as well. I was supposed to talk about earlier. So why did I get into memes after saying we're in a bear market? And I did say a few times I'm not really looking to get into memes. I've already explained it, right? I gave you the 11 reasons why I think this project's really good and why I think it can do very well. But this one specifically, I posted to my community saying, look, I don't know about getting into memes this deep into a bear market, but I found something that could be interesting for a potential community takeover that could pick up. So I asked my community, they make the decisions, right? We're almost like a DAO. If they said no, we don't do it, right? They decide what happens, but it was an overwhelming majority of the people that were online at the time voted for a yes. So they wanted to go ahead and degen into some memes. Who am I to tell them what to do, right? It's a community Discord. They decide what happens, and that's where we went. We ended up doing pretty well, right? We got to 1 million market cap very, very fast, and I should be able to show you guys the P&L leaderboard. So yeah, a lot of people made a lot of money already. You can see here, one of the top P&Ls here, 29,000 made, 13K, 11K, 11K. 9K, 7K, 6K, 6K, loads here, 5K, 4K. So a lot of people have already made a lot of profits from this project. GG's, I'm not hating on you. I'm still holding. I think this is early days for me personally. But GG's, if you made some money, congratulations. I mean, look, 10K to some people was a huge amount of money. 29K, it should be a lot of money to most people, right? And it can be quite hard to hold these. I know a lot of people on my Discord are like, they're dumping, they're selling. Guys, if they're up 10x, 15x, 20x, who are we to tell them not to take some profits off the table? In my opinion, the market cap is still very small right now. And the good news is, if you look at the still holding, a lot of the sellers who started to sell quite fast have sold everything, and we see that across the board. If we go and look at holders, a lot of them have sold everything. And if we look at the actual diamond hand holders, I've never seen anything like it. Look how many people are still holding in this 50% pullback. Look at this. Pretty much nearly this entire page of holders from 1% down to 0.59% have not even moved since buying, right? The diamond handing on this project is absolutely insane. So many people have max conviction. Look at this page. Like, so many people have been buying more in the last day, buying more. Look at this page. One person sold a little bit. The rest is all held, and someone else bought some more today. So yeah, absolutely crazy the amount of accumulation and diamond handing. I've never seen this before. So many people have max conviction still in this, doing very well. I love to see it. Guess the chart, again, still very early. We're entering week 2, and let's see where we are, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, right? It's very early days. I mean, it's not even listed on a centralized exchange yet, right? So it's very, very early days in the project. Anything can happen, guys. Remember, if you're getting into memes or trading memes, anything can happen. Use your own risk management. I'm not a financial advisor. Trading, investing, buying, anything is incredibly risky, and you can lose all your money at any moment whatsoever. So please use some common sense. The only reason I am still here in some memes is because I made life-changing money in a meme coin, right? And we still see meme season. We still see people making life-changing money in memes. Until that disappears, I'm still going to be here. If it turns into NFTs one day, fine, I'm out, right? I'll probably get out. NFTs just died, and they're probably not going to come back. But memes are still here, and we're still seeing memes rally, and we're probably still going to see memes go into the billions of market caps in the bull run. And until that stops, the trend is your friend until the end. For me, it's just not about buying every meme. All right, I don't think I've got back to meme for over a year now, maybe longer. But I saw this and I was like, man, this could really run. Mainly off the back of the black bull, right? As long as the black bull stays relevant and these people are talking about it, and the rivalry could be there, right? There's a play for the bull versus bear. And it makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Guys, I think that's pretty much it. I think we've covered everything that we need to talk about on this video. Let me know what you're feeling about this meme. Do you think it has legs? Do you think it can do well? Have you got any ideas for video content? Have you got any ideas that could make this better? That we're maybe something the team have missed, the community have missed. Again, this isn't my project. This is a community-driven project. I can tell you that someone in my community did launch this project, which gave me another reason to get into it. Right, it was someone who's been in my community for many years, who is a trusted person, and it's another reason I got behind it. Right, I trust them. And I wanted to help them with marketing. So I'm going to help them with marketing. I'm going to help my community with anything they need in terms of content, marketing. As you guys know, I make a lot of the videos. And I'm going to be here to support the project. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, what you think. And that's it for now, guys. Until then, I will catch you in the next one.